We keeping a foot on the what? On the next. Come on, man. Whoo, the fix is in, y'all. I'm sorry to say that, man. The fix is in. They wanted Teofimo Lopez, the super duper hype job variation, to win. I don't know what fight you guys were watching. I had Teofimo Lopez winning rounds 1, rounds 3, rounds 4, rounds 5, and round 6. I'm going to say it again. Rounds 1, rounds 3, rounds 4, rounds 5, round 6. Vasiliy Lomachenko round 1, round 2. Vasiliy Lomachenko round 1, round 7, round 8, round 9, round 10, round 11. I'm going to say it again. Round 2, round 7, round 8, round 9, round 10, round 11, and then round 12 was a fucking draw. So I had Vasiliy Lomachenko winning this shit 7 rounds to 5. I wouldn't be mad because the final boxing scoring decision said it was a draw, and I can see how some of these close fights, they look at it as 6-6, but you got a whole bunch of people on oil, so they all lick it up. They need to go back and rewatch the fight. See, I got the sharpest eyes when it comes to boxing. I see everything. I see every fucking shot. And what I saw was Lomachenko was picking this motherfucker apart in the second half of the fight. This fight is likened unto your Dennis Ugas and Sean Porter. It was a close fight. I'll give Teofimo Lopez that. He made the fight close in the first half. But he was systematically getting broken down. Vasiliy Lomachenko was out feigning him more, was out angling him more. This is what I saw in the fight. But you see, you got a whole bunch of people, Rudy Poor Plum Plum Brains, classic Dolce and Troglodytes, ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric that want to be hot and bothered like grits about Lomachenko. So they wanted Lomachenko to lose. So that's why a lot of people are celebrating. That's the bottom line. They're celebrating because they wanted Loma to lose. At best, they got to run this shit back. And the reason why they got to do this shit is because Teofimo Lopez did not definitively win this fight. I'm sorry to say that. I know what I saw. When you guys go back and when all this noise and you stop listening to Timothy Bradley's of the world and all of these people that's running their mouths, you got to put this shit on mute and go back and look at film study on this fight. You'll see what I'm talking about. There were moments where Teofimo Lopez had success. I'm going to give him that. But he didn't win the fucking fight. He didn't do enough to win the fight. He was getting picked apart in the second half of the fight. He didn't do enough to get the belts from the champion. The champion should have walked away with the win. He won the fight 7 rounds to 5. That's what I had in my estimation. And the final scorecard said a draw. So basically, Vasiliy Lomachenko should have still been champion at the end of this fight. And it should have been, okay, he gave Vasiliy Lomachenko a good fight. Let's run that shit back. That's what it should have been. And I can respect that. But he didn't do enough to win the fucking fight. I'm sorry to say this. When you guys go back and watch the fight, you guys will see what I'm talking about. Because me, I don't mind eating my crow if I'm wrong. If I was definitively wrong here, I would have done that. But I'm not definitively wrong because I know what my eyes saw when I watched this fight. And I know a lot of fucking people feel the way that I feel. Vasiliy Lomachenko was robbed tonight. Clearly, they had an agenda that they wanted a super duper hype job variation to win. Because you saw what happened after round 6. He was starting to have that worried look on his face. He was starting to have that exposed look on his face. And he was getting picked the fuck apart. Round 12 was a draw. There was moments where Vasiliy Lomachenko had success, and there were moments where Teofimo Lopez had success. But from round 7 to round 11, clearly, that was Vasiliy Lomachenko dominating. I'll give Teofimo Lopez round 3, round 4, round 5, and round 6, and round 1. But 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, that shit belongs to Loma. Because Loma was systematically breaking this kid down. And then in round 12, Loma got lazy. He started getting a little bit choppy. And then Teofimo Lopez landed some fucking shots. That's why round 12 was a draw. Motherfuckers will see what I'm talking about when they go back and rewatch this fight. I'm going to say this again. Here's the real scoring card of the fight. Teofimo Lopez won round 1, round 3, round 4, round 5, round 6. That's the 5 rounds he gets. Vasiliy Lomachenko won rounds 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, and fucking 11. And then you could say that round 12 was a fucking draw. So clearly, this fight should have went in Vasiliy Lomachenko's favor. Close, a narrow fucking margin, but nevertheless, Vasiliy Lomachenko did more tonight than Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez didn't do enough to win the fight. So this is one of those fights where the boxing judges went by the woos of the crowd. And when I say the woos of the crowd, I'm talking about the announcers, because they were the crowd, literally. They were running their freaking rabbit ass mouths, and they were going off of that as opposed to them going off of their boxing sense. The fix was in, man. They wanted Vasiliy Lomachenko to lose. And what you're finding is a whole bunch of people are happy that Vasiliy Lomachenko lost this fight, instead of them being honest and saying, you know what? He didn't do enough to beat the champion. This fight is exactly the way Jermell Charlo and Tony Harrison won was too. Tony Harrison didn't do enough to beat Jermell Charlo the first time. He didn't do enough to take those fucking straps. And what happened to the knockout? You see? Everybody's sitting here celebrating, but Teofimo Lopez was supposed to knock out Vasiliy Lomachenko. So he is a super duper hype job, because he couldn't even get that job done. So the bottom line is this. When you look at this fight and you go back and do film study of this fight, Vasiliy Lomachenko won this fight by a narrow margin. I had him winning this fight 7 rounds to 5 in his fucking favor, because he's the champion and Teofimo Lopez didn't do enough to win this fucking fight. That's the cold-hearted, that's the unadulterated, and that's the cutthroat two-teller fashion. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. When you guys go back and rewatch this fight, you'll see what I'm talking about. The fix was in, and they wanted Vasiliy Lomachenko to lose this fight, and that's why they gave it the super duper hype job variation. He didn't get the knockout, and mentally he was starting to get weak. Mentally, you could see that the faculties wasn't there. The levels to this shit was there in favor of Vasiliy Lomachenko, but they didn't want Vasiliy Lomachenko to lose. Now what you guys are gonna see is an immediate get back. I wouldn't be surprised if there's another run back of this fucking fight. But from what I saw, from my assessment, because I wasn't on no damn oil like that, my eyes is clear, because I feel like I got the sharpest boxing mind. I see what motherfuckers don't see. Because I had motherfuckers texting me telling me, yo, Teofimo Lopez is exposed. No. I know the fucking fight I watched. In the second half of the fight, Vasiliy Lomachenko was systematically breaking this dude down. That's what I saw in that fight. So the bottom line is this. Vasiliy Lomachenko got robbed. Teofimo Lopez didn't do enough. He didn't get the fucking knockout that he said, because he said this fight was going to go past 6. That shit didn't fucking happen. He got tagged the fuck up a lot in this fucking fight, and they damn sure need to run this fight back. And if I'm Vasiliy Lomachenko, I'm putting an immediate rematch clause right back to this damn fight. This is Hino's for Sport. Checking back.